Failure. We've all experienced it, especially if you play video games. And if you play video games like I do, you do a lot of failing. But every time I fail, I'm willing to reach up and hit that restart button so that I can play it again and again and again until eventually I win. I succeed at playing that game. But many times in life, it only takes one failure for people to give up on their goals, their dreams, their entire future. This week's episode is all about helping your team members transform failure into success. I want you to think about those 7 letters, and if you look them up in a dictionary or you look them up online, you'll see that those 7 letters are separated into 2 syllables. Below that, you'll see a phonetic spelling of the word so that you can pronounce it correctly, and then you'll notice that it's a noun. Below that, you'll see the definition, something like lack success in achieving goals, lack success in achieving a standard, or lack success at achieving dreams. But I think they got it wrong. I don't think those 7 letters belong in a dictionary. I think those 7 letters actually make up an acronym. That acronym is Finding Answers in Life Using Reflective Evaluation. So what is reflective evaluation? It's a 5-step process, START. Yep, that's right. This is acronym day. START. This is what it stands for. The S stands for see the situation. In essence, I'm asking you to relive that moment where you failed and get in touch with those emotions and how it made you feel. Step number 2 is the T, or the target outcome. What was the target outcome you were hoping for in that particular situation? The A stands for what actions did you take in order to achieve that target outcome? Number 4 is the R. What were your results? Look at those results and compare those results to the target outcome. How far were you from achieving that target outcome? Were you just a little bit away, or were you a long way off, or somewhere in between? Now that you know that, what you need to be able to do is you need to think about the takeaways for that situation. What can you take away from that situation that will allow you to go from this failure to maybe a little bit better off next time, or maybe even completely to success? Those 5 steps, see the situation, target outcome, actions, results, and takeaways, are the basis for turning failure into success. Now, we all know as leaders, it doesn't matter whether you are a parent and leading children, or if you're a teacher leading children at school, or you're a leader at work teaching or leading your team members. It's our job to help those people move from failure to success. And if you're the type of leader that really believes in developing their people, here are your action steps for this week. Very simple. First step, share this video with everyone you know. The reason I say that is because we need people to start shifting their mindset from failure being a bad thing to failure being a process for achieving success. Number 2, invite your team members at work during your weekly meeting to share a failure using the START process. This way they get an opportunity to speak and teach their coworkers. Their coworkers get to learn from that failure, and you get to show them that failure is not a bad thing as far as you're concerned. Now remember, you're asking your people to be vulnerable. Anytime you're asking them to be vulnerable, you have to be vulnerable as well. So that means the very first time that you do this in one of your meetings, you need to be the person that shares the failure and goes through the START process, showing them how to do it correctly and showing them how they can learn from their failures and teach people that they work with how to learn from their individual failures. That's it for this week's episode of Continue to Improve. If you like what you see, again, share this video. We'll see you next week here on Continue to Improve, where every week we provide you with actionable content to help you continue to improve your business and your leadership.